I think the most helpful advice I can possibly give for those who are looking to get involved in this information is simply to do it. Don't question yourself. Don't think about it. Don't try to have every niggly little detail perfect, because that's just excuses to not basically take action. I think you have to get out there, you have to do it first, and then worry about every last detail afterwards, because once again, I think that no one's going to start and come out of the gates being perfect at all of this. I'm certainly not, and I don't claim to be on a high horse doing that. I've learned so much over the years that I've been doing this that I shudder to go back and listen to my early efforts, but we all need those early efforts to at least be those baby steps towards getting us into the game, getting us into doing this, and I think that's the most important part.
It continues to be a very complex investigation, and there's a lot of contradictory information out there, but there is some new information this morning from a couple of federal officials and state officials. They say now that there were actually 4 handguns recovered inside the school, not just 2 as we were initially told. 4 handguns, and apparently only handguns, that were taken into the school. We knew that Adam Lanza, the man said to be the gunman here, also had a assault-style, AR-15 style rifle that he had taken to the school that was in the car he drove there, his mother's car. But we've been told by several officials that he left that in the car.
Everybody, death was caused by everyone that we've completed so far was caused by gunshot wounds. All the wounds that I know of at this point were caused by the long weapon.
So the rifle was the primary weapon?
Yes.
You can see that police find a long gun of some type in the trunk of the black vehicle that's been cordoned off at the elementary school all day long today. It's entirely possible the car belongs to the shooting suspect. Police are seen clearing the gun's chamber. At least 1 cartridge comes out of the gun. This just shows there is still much to learn about what happened today, and police are still very much in the middle of what will surely be a lengthy investigation. But again, some type of long gun has just been found in the last half hour in the trunk of the black vehicle that's been currently taped off outside of Sandy Hook Elementary School. Back to you, Pat.
Obviously, Newtown, where we lost 20 children. I'm saying this. I used handguns. But I'm telling you.
Simply raising questions about this. So that's one particular thing. I had mentioned the disappearing shooter suspects. That's another. This is something that was picked up by aerial coverage, I believe, gathered by the Associated Press. And along those lines, that aerial coverage of the aftermath of the event is very, very telling, because you may have seen coverage of the Taft High School shooting back last Thursday. And it's very clear that there was an evacuation of several hundred students in the aftermath of that event, because they flood the sidewalks. They're all over around the school, and this is picked up on video footage. This is hardly the case in the aftermath of Sandy Hook. At least that footage it's not forthcoming. We don't have it, so we don't really. The folks that are leaving, the children, the staff, what have you, that are being evacuated from Sandy Hook, are really few and far between. It's almost as if the site had been previously vacated. At least that there's no photographic or very little photographic or video footage to suggest otherwise.
Let's focus on that together and leave the rest of us alone.
I won't leave you alone, because it's a debate that has to be had in America.
And we appreciate that, because you're the perfect poster boy to stand up for the things that make no sense at all to common sense people.
Well, this poster boy will take a break, and when we come...
Walls.com.
This is the man who wants to deport me from the country for wanting to get rid of
it's to point out you're a foreigner, a red coat, here telling us what to do.
Whatever.
Go back to where they took the guns if you don't like it. The communist...
Wayne LaPierre has done a 360 on that. He's done a 360 on background checks. The man is being rapidly exposed as a shameless hypocrite.
Yeah, but
and he's changing his position, in my view,
he's not a hypocrite
to help sell guns in places like this.
He's not a hypocrite if he's learning and changing and adapting the same way you would in a situation in life. That's called using the brain that God gave you. Heck, look at the UK. You guys figured out that having a government with a king was probably a bad idea to rule everything. Am I wrong?
Well, we worked out that...
No, but did you change it? Did you change it? Yes. Welcome to America. We change things often.
What did we change?
You have actually people in your country that decided long ago that they didn't want to have one man over an entire nation. And that's part of the reason why America's here.
Let me get back to this issue.
Am I wrong?
Quite baffling.
Let's get back to the issue of school.
Do you care about murders, or do you only care about murders with guns?
I care about all deaths.
I don't think you do.
Crime.
I think you care about guns. I think you're obsessed with guns.
No, I'm obsessed.
99.99% of the gun owners of America are wonderful people that you are hanging around with here today.
Yeah. This is the man who wants to deport me from the country for wanting to get rid of
it's to point out you're a foreigner, a redcoat, here telling us what to do.
Whatever.
Go back to where they took the guns if you don't like it. The communist...
Heck, look at the UK. You guys figured out that having a government with a king was probably a bad idea to rule everything. Am I wrong?
Well, we worked out that...
No, but did you change it? Did you change it? Yes. Welcome to America. We change things often.
What did we change?
You have actually people in your country that decided long ago that they didn't want to have one man over an entire nation. And that's part of the reason why America's here.
Let me get back to this issue.
Am I wrong?
Quite baffling.
Let's get back to the issue.
This is the man who wants to deport me from the country for wanting to get rid of
it's to point out you're a foreigner, a redcoat, here telling us what to do.
Whatever.
Go back to where they took the guns if you don't like it. The communist...
In America, we change things often.
What did we change?
You have actually people in your country that decided long ago that they didn't want to have one man over an entire nation. And that's part of the reason why America's here.
Let me get back to this issue.
Am I wrong?
Quite baffling.
Let's get back to the issue.
Quite baffling.
Let's get back to the issue.
Includes a ban on Americans adopting Russian children.